Good morning, baby gamers.
This is Breaking the Lore,
A show where two girlfriends dig deep.
to find the weirdest and most obscure bits of trivia.
I'm Nissa's girlfriend, Sarah.
And I'm Sarah's girlfriend, Nissa.
So buckle up because tonight's episode is.
Punch it, it's Star Wars.
I love Star Wars. You love Star Wars, right?
Uh-huh, it's my favorite. I've liked it ever since I was a little kid. I saw someone wearing a Star Wars Halloween costume when I was in kindergarten, and I wanted to know what it was. So I watched A New Hope, and I really liked it, and I watched the rest of them throughout elementary school.
Oh, that's cute. I for me it was I rode Star Tours and then I was like, that was cool. I want to watch the movies now.
You rode Star Tours before you watched any of the movies?
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I was a theme park kid and I still am.
I wasn't judging you. What age?
Ooh, that must have been. I was probably like 7.
Aw, tiny.
Yeah, just a baby.
I mean, that's probably around when I watched my first Star Wars movie.
So we could have watched them at the very same time.
We coulda. If we'd known each other back then.
Maybe we did, and we just didn't know. Drift
We
compatible
lived on
soulmates.
opposite. I mean, if you say so.
I'm not saying we did. I'm saying it's possible.
I've never left this side of the country.
I know, but like, we could have been
That's not true. We
watching
should edit
them.
that out.
It's not true. It's really not. Like, you've been here.
I know. I've been
I'm
there.
not saying.
I'm going there in a week. I've been there before too.
I'm not saying we watched them together. I'm saying, what if we happened to watch them simultaneously?
Oh, if that's what you meant,
Yeah.
then yeah, that could have happened.
Yeah.
Drift compatible soulmates, a
Yeah.
dyad in the Force, just like
Exactly.
Rey and Kylo.
Yeah, my favorite ship.
Yeah, I'm glad we're emulating Raylo.
No. No, no.
Good job, team.
Raylo bad. Raylo bad.
Is that the kind of podcast this is going to be?
A Raylo bad podcast? Yes.
You
I
know, that's either going to get us a lot of like or a lot of hate. I'm not sure which one.
listen. I want to express my opinions in a very firm way so that people don't come in here thinking that we're something we're not. Okay? Raylo is bad.
You know, you put that Kylo figure right next to my Rey figure when you left.
Because I thought it would be funny, and it was.
It was a little funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, fine. Dyad in the Force? Yes. Raylos? We're not.
Star Wars is something that has really a lot of really obscure lore because there's just so goddamn much of it. There's just so much all over the place.
We're digging into legends, right?
Oh, of course we're digging into legends. Please give me that sweet, sweet legends lore that makes absolutely no sense.
There's too much legends.
Oh, there's so much legends. Uh, I
What are
want
we talking about first?
to. I think I think we should talk about jizz.
Do we have to start with jizz?
I mean, yes, we have to start with jizz.
Well, that's not usually how a fun time starts. That's usually how it ends.
Whoa. Okay, jizz is the name of the
Why are you laughing?
I typed jizz in on Wikipedia and it the autocomplete suggestions are jizz, jizz box, jizz whale, jizz whaler, jizz
I'm
whaler
pretty
slash
sure
legends.
I'm pretty sure the first one is like a sex toy for masturbating, and then the second two are ways of describing the sounds you make when you come.
Jizz whalers were musicians who specialized in the genre. Max
Jizz
Rebo and his
whale.
band were popular jizz whalers.
They sure were. I'm going to the Legends version, so see you there.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, jizz is the genre.
Evar Orbis and his galactic jizz whalers.
Figrindan 2 and the new modal notes. They made a sequel to Figrindan and the
What
modal
is that?
notes.
Is that his son? It's a musical group. They played at the aquarium in Moss Eisley's Motel Nebulous.
Who can afford to have an aquarium on Tatooine?
Apparently Moss Eisley's Hotel Nebulous. Um, Giving it a look. Oh, motel, not hotel.
Oh,
Um,
oh,
it's a nightclub.
Motel in Huttese is Motal.
You know, that makes sense. Nebula is nebulae, so close enough.
Wait, they
Yeah,
played in the large glass aquarium.
the aquarium is the dance floor. That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Does Vegas have one of those, babe?
An aquarium dance floor?
Yeah.
No?
Who do I have to contact to make that happen?
Tanked.
What are those?
There was a TV show where they made like extreme fish tanks.
Sounds like it probably tanked since I've never heard of it.
Actually, is Tanked still on?
I hope not, because that joke's going to be really dumb if it is.
Oh no! Oh yeah. Final episode date December 28th, 2018.
Just barely made it. Good job,
No,
me.
because like Tanked was actually based in Las Vegas. I would drive past the building and it had a big sign that said "Home of Tanked" on the side. And the other day, like a week or two ago, I noticed that sign was gone. So either they moved or they just shut down.
So you're telling me the first time I visited you, you could have took me to the home of Tanked, but now you can't, and I can never go there again, even when I live with you?
No, I mean
That,
I don't know actually. The
that's that's tragic. I'm gonna cry.
Wait, I'll read the Wikipedia article
I mean, this is
on
not the Tanked episode.
Tanked. Okay, welcome to our Tanked episode.
We're not having a Tanked episode.
I've never watched an episode of Tanked in my life. I just want to know if it okay, wait a minute. Acrylicaquariums.com. It still exists.
Acrylic?
Yeah. Um Oh, you can book a VIP tour and meet the cast.
That sounds expensive.
I don't think you can just like walk in and like check out the home of Tanked. I feel like it's something you have to book.
Aww.
Yeah. Oh wait, I could get a quote. Oh wait, home. About here we go.
We're spending a lot of time on this Tanked thing.
Okay, fine. We can get back to Stars War if you don't want to have fun with fish tanks.
We can have fun with fish tanks all we want on our own time. These people are trying to watch a Star Wars episode.
Okay.
I guess bringing it back to Star Wars, Fallen Order canonized a Mongolian band and like just made them that band.
That sure
Like,
happened. That really did happen, huh?
they don't even have a Wikipedia page. It's just Cal Kestis recognized a particular band,
A particular band.
and it's that very one. They have cool instruments if you've ever like looked at them. I forget what
What are
they're
they
called.
called? What's the band called?
Fallen Order Mongolian music. The band is called The Who, I think, but like not like The Who is in like the American band, like The Who is in like HU, or maybe the HU. I'm not sure
The
how it
Who is a
should be said.
Mongolian rock band formed in 2016. And yeah, they have really sick
They have
instruments.
really sick instruments. Like they have like one of them has like a horse head, I'm pretty sure, and one of them's like
yeah.
bow and arrow themed. It's like really, really sick. I'm also really sick, so that's why my voice is changing a lot.
Oh no. I hope you
You
feel
knew
better
that.
soon. I did.
All the kids at work have the flu, so now I do too.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, I probably don't have the flu, but
I
maybe.
hope
We'll
it's not
see.
the flu.
Me too. Um, Speaking of bands, I guess even more, that Tatooine Cantina band song is called Mad About Me.
Yeah, that's jizz right there, baby.
But yeah, it's called Mad About Me. Classic jizz.
Also, one of my favorite Star Wars like musical things is Christmas in the Stars.
Christmas in the Stars.
I love Christmas in the Stars. Like unironically, I think it's a great debut album for John Bon Jovi, and it's just I R2D2. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Like I wish R2D2 a Merry Christmas as well.
You'd probably just say some beeps that were like, yeah, you fucking too.
Listen, I think it's sweet that C3PO teaches R2D2 how to sing, and um, I find it kind of fucked up that there's all these toy making droids that S Claus just owns, but none of them get presents. They're just made to make gifts for everyone in the galaxy.
Babe, you know the droids don't have rights.
Droids deserve rights.
I mean, that is precisely what L3 died for, but they still didn't get them. So,
Yeah.
where is that droid rights story? I mean, it's felt like canon's been building to it,
Somebody's got
considering
to
all
write
the
one.
random stuff they've introduced with droids, but like, nope.
Also, like, Santa Claus exists.
Isn't he a Yoda species?
No.
He's not?
No.
Oh no, he's not. Look at him.
Yeah. Um,
Well, okay. A member of the same species as Master Yoda was known to have donned the regalia similar to Claus's distinctive outfit on at least one occasion.
okay, but Santa Claus was a festively dressed, probable member of the Rebel Alliance, stationed on the cruiser Independence.
That's true. And there's a picture of him. He's talking to a basilisk. That's the Dexter Jetster species. There he is. He also appeared. Oh, he also appeared in the Old Republic era in 3963 BBY. Um.
You know what I'm thinking
Oh.
is, huh?
Oh, I clicked the page for like the club or whatever he was at, and the picture is a sexy vampire lady.
Hell yeah. Oh,
She's
she's
cute. I like
pretty.
her.
I like her.
Right? I want to look like
Yeah.
her.
Aw. Yeah, but like, okay, here's my theory. Santa Claus in the Star Wars galaxy is a title passed on, and at one point it was a member of Yoda's species, a Yodaman,
I
and
Yoda man.
in 3963 BBY, that was a human person.
And then it was also a human person during the Rebel Alliance era.
Yep. I think it's currently a human person. Because, like, in Christmas in the Stars, S. Claus is depicted as a human person.
That's true. There he is, crouching down like a little gremlin man in front of the fireplace
Yeah.
with a weird Ignatz Fire Emblem type haircut.
Okay, I have a feeling that Christmas in the
Not a good look for
Stars...
him.
Okay, if C-3PO and R2-D2 are in the possession of S. Claus at this point, how does that fit into the timeline? Because they mention, like, Wormy and Leia and Chewbacca. His name is Wormy.
Stop being mean to him. That was said one time and in a mean way.
Luke Skywalker's friends called him Wormy as a kid.
They were not his friends, and calling him Wormy like that is evidence of that fact.
His name is Wormy.
I think Cammy was just being mean.
Hold on, I went to Wormy's article, and I'm gonna Control F for Wormy. Oh wait, hold on. It's spelled with an I.
It's IE.
Okay.
Yeah, IE.
Some of them called him Wormy.
Yeah, it was Cammy Marstrap when she was trying to insult him. Look at this. Like other members of that small circle, Marstrap nicknamed Skywalker Wormy, which made him sometimes doubt the sincerity of their friendship. I told you so, and Wikipedia agrees with me.
That's really funny.
She like vaguely looks like Katniss Everdeen playing or Jennifer Lawrence playing Katniss.
Honestly, I see it. Yeah.
Like in a way that's like a little too close for comfort.
Hmm.
I'm done looking at her. Oh, she didn't even get that much in Legends, did she?
No.
I was like, I'll check and see if there's anything fun from Legends with her, but no, she didn't even really exist.
Okay, other.
Although, after the deaths of Owen and Brulars, some locals believed their nephew had murdered them. So apparently there was a hot rumor that Luke killed Owen and Beru and reduced them to bird skeletons. He wanted to get off Tatooine one way or another. Had a nice family barbecue to do it.
Family barbecue. Also mentioning Christmas in the Stars. Albert Einstein, Japan, indigestion. So, yeah.
I'm starting to think this is independent from the timeline. Although, wait, why are you implying that indigestion as a concept doesn't exist?
I'm not saying that. No, indigestion has an article on Wikipedia, and it is described
So
as
do
a common.
breasts.
It's a common complaint among many species, which frequently consisted of an unsettled or uncooperative digestive tract.
Okay, so that shouldn't be. That's like arson, murder, and jaywalking with like Japan and Einstein.
Although usually considered undesirable, in some cases it proved life-saving, namely when Zorba Desiligic Tior was rejected by the Sarlacc.
Classic Zorba. Oh, he was so weird looking in Legends. I forgot he had like hair. Like he grew hair.
Is that
Like it was
allowed?
growing out of it. Like look at that. He's got a full beard and like long hair that's like growing out of
I'm
his body.
I'm seeing it. Is that allowed? Are Huts allowed to have hair?
I mean, in the Clone Wars show, when Huts had hair, it was like those little like they were like bug things. I'm pretty sure.
Like
Because like Mama
bug
the Hut, like
things?
what were they called?
Bug things?
Mama the Hut. God, I can't figure out what she put on her head. I'm just gonna go for the hunt. Go to the hunt for Zero and like see if I can find it. Um, oh my God, where is it? Um, is it these? Yes, Shirelian tubes. Yeah, okay, okay. In canon, when Huts have hair, it's like these little like starfish type creatures that they like attach to their heads. Like Mama the Hut wears like a bunch in like a Marge Simpson beehive type thing.
Yeah.
And like Marlowe, who's supposed to be like um oh my God, why am I blanking on the Godfather guy's name? Marlon Brando, Vito Corleone. That's who he's supposed to be.
Oh yeah, he's got
Um
hair.
yeah, but like it's one of the starfish things, according to the Wikipedia page at least. It doesn't really look like one, but it allegedly is one.
Uh, yeah. Also, he has a mustache.
Well, he has like blotching on his skin that like, because like he has those blotches all over his body.
Like I know it's just spots that look like a mustache, but that's a mustache. He
Not in the
can never
same way
shave
that
it.
Zorba the Hutt.
No. I'm not saying that, but like he can never change his mustache.
That's true.
He's stuck with that. Like he didn't want to be this kind of person, but the mustache that his body granted him and he can never change kind of forced him to behave a certain way.
Yeah, he didn't choose to be Vito Corleone. He was born into it.
Yes! Assigned to Vito Corleone at birth.
Is being Vito Corleone a choice, or are you born into it? Mama the Hutt wore 23. Her Marge Simpson beehive is 23 tall. 23 starfish
it's 23
creatures.
tall. It is 23 tall.
23 of the starfish creatures.
Okay, what are the starfish creatures called?
Shirelian tubes.
He's cute.
Right? They're like funky little starfish men. They got little orange eyes.
Marla wore a single toop, while Hutt Mama wore 23 toop.
Do you think they're named after, like, toupee?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Hell toupee.
I'm gonna see if Legends has, like, a trivia about that, because I feel like they would. Yes.
It is like
Shirelian tubes are the equivalent to a toupee.
Seeing, like, a picture of Mama the Hutt just with all of them stacked is really funny. just 23 tubes stacked up there.
She's also got a bunch crawling on her body.
Yeah. Body hair.
Her arms are so small. Like, comparative to the rest of her. Oh, Mama the Hutt. You're sure a character.
Like,
according to Legends, they attach themselves to Hutts for security and companionship.
These appearance-enhancing benefits made Hutts fond of the creatures.
Well, if there's one thing Hutts are known for, it's being very vain about their appearances.
Yeah.
Oh, Hutts.
Okay, can we talk about how she fucks?
She does fuck. She probably fucks a lot, to be completely honest.
Sheev?
In Legends, Sheev was fucking all over the place. No one ever talks about that, but, like... I mean, didn't Sheev, like, have a harem in Legends? I'm, like, pretty sure he did. Because there was that one guy with, like, the lightsabers sticking out of his shoulders.
The guy that had all
like,
the lightsabers on his body. Yeah, that was, like...
What was his name?
Let me see.
Is there like harem? Does that have a page? Yes, it does. Well, not in the way that I was looking for. What were they called? They were his not courtesans, concubines. Does that have a page? Of course, concubine doesn't have a page. I'm still gonna search for it and see what I find. Yzain Izard. Oh wait, is it him? Yes, it's Eric Ismarin.
There, that's him.
He was the son of Sarkev Quest and Reganda Ismarin, one of Emperor Palpatine's concubines. One of. So yes, he has a harem of beautiful women that he presumably fucks quite a lot. Because he also had a kid in Legends too.
Yeah.
It was, what's his name? Fucking Triclops, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah. He's ugly. He looks like Sheev's kid, and not in a good way.
What do you expect from Sheev? Like,
I mean, Rey's pretty cute.
Well, yeah, but that's a whole generation removed.
I mean, her dad didn't look too ugly. Yeah. For the 5 seconds that we saw him in Tros. A human mutant who claimed to be the son of Palpatine.
Claimed to be.
I mean, he looks it. He has 3 eyes. One is on the back of his head, like Princess Daisy. Does that mean that Princess Daisy is whatever the fuck species Triclops is supposed to be?
No. That means that Princess Daisy is Sheev's daughter.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Sheev fucks and it produced Daisy.
Sheev fucks and also controls Sarasa Land.
People should be careful. The next time she's losing at Mario Kart, things are gonna get a little zappy.
I
You
mean,
saw what Ray did to that transport.
whenever you get the lightning bolt item in Mario Kart that makes everybody shrink, as Daisy doing. Like, she does it, even if she doesn't do
She
herself. Like,
just,
yeah.
yeah. Daisy, you have his power. You're a Palpatine. Maybe that's Daisy Ridley? Daisy
Daisy.
Princess? Like,
Ridley. Does that mean Ridley is also Sheev's son?
I'd say adopted, but yeah.
Wait, is that... Is, is
Oh,
that where the
hey,
space
Sly
pirates come
Moore.
from? Is Sheev in charge?
Uh, yes, I would say
Oh,
so. That
okay.
seems like a very everything according to Keikaku move that he would do. Apparently, Triclops' mom was Sly Moore, who, I mean, I thought she's a pretty good candidate for Ray's grandmother, in my opinion.
I agree with that.
Because she's like force sensitive. She knows that Sheev is a Sith Lord, and we don't know anything about her after the declaration of the Empire.
Yeah.
She hasn't appeared in anything after that. So I believe that she could be Granny Ray.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
That means Ray is like a fourth Umbaran, which is
Which is
kind of
pretty
cool.
cool. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What was the name of that diner that served Ewok nuggets?
The diner that served Ewok nuggets. I know of one that served Ewok jerky.
Ewok jerky, that might be what I'm thinking of.
Ewok jerky was a
Oh,
Clone Wars episode that we
Ewok jerky has
skipped.
its own article.
Yeah, it was one that we skipped. The one where like the droids find a clone commando and he's like marooned and he's working as a fry cook. The diner was
It's
called Power Sliders. It was owned by Borkus.
Borkus!
Borkus the Celestin.
The front sign read Ower Sliders after the first letter had fallen off.
You know, that's fair. That's very true to
Mystery
life.
hack. Mystery hack.
What?
Mystery hack.
What is mystery hack?
In Gravity Falls, the Mystery Shack, the S fell
Oh,
off, so it
yeah.
said Mystery
Yeah.
Hack.
God, I haven't watched Gravity Falls in a really long time.
You're not missing much.
I only watched scattered episodes.
Like, hot take, but Gravity Falls had a really strong start and a really strong middle, but, like, it absolutely blew the ending.
Oof. I mean, I didn't really see much of the ending. I saw like some scattered episodes here and there.
First season and a half is peak television.
I saw most of the first season.
Like, it was really good for a season and a half, and then Alex Hirsch didn't want to keep making the show, so they packed a whole season's worth of content into half a season, and it was bad and rushed.
Classic TV shows.
Welcome to our Gravity Falls episode.
We could have a Gravity Falls episode
I
actually.
don't know why I wouldn't have a Gravity Falls episode. I'm putting that on our list.
Put it on the list, but not tanked. We're not having a tanked episode.
Okay. Well, I'll just mention Tanked in every single episode. It'll become a funny running gag.
Please don't mention tanked in every single episode.
Okay.
Can we please talk about Hohas Ekwesh?
Yes, I want to talk about Hoherequis.
Also known as Runt.
Runt?
Yes, his name is Runt.
So, he's a
So Hohas
Thakwash.
Ekwesh.
An
A
equinoid
Thakwash.
biped species. Okay.
And by equinoid, they mean he is a horse.
Horse. Yes, he is a horse. There are multiple
Um,
equine species. And I'm going to open all of them in new tabs so I can look at every single horse in Star Wars.
If you look at his artwork, it's literally a horse head on an X-wing pilot.
It's
And
really good.
I remember him because I had this like Legends guide to characters as a kid, and I would like look through it. And in the back was like an appendix of all the characters who weren't important enough to get their own pages. And some of them had artwork. And there was Hohas, and he was just a horse in an X-wing suit.
Hohas Runt Equish.
Although it looks like if you like look at his species and then like scroll down on his page, they like changed it up so he looked a little more like a Bothan.
Yeah.
Like he's less horse-like and more like weird horse monster human type deal. I
Yeah,
don't like that. I think that's cowardly.
Yeah, it sure is. Like, I'm looking at other, like, Thakwash, and, like, they don't really look as much like horses. Their like faces aren't as long. They like shorten
Yeah,
up the face,
they're
and like I don't know. If a Thakwash walks into a bar, I'm not going to be the one saying why the long face.
exactly.
Okay, so a
But
Gordok is like a hunchbacked horse from Endor. They're canon.
that's
Um,
unfortunate.
a Gualama is a horse with toes and a long neck and horns and a mustache. No, wait, fangs. Sorry, it looked like a mustache in this art, but this other one makes it look like fangs. Oh, and a really long fluffy tail.
Aw, fluffy.
They're also canon. A Gualar is it's a horse with hippopotamus feet and horns on the nose and one really big horn that comes off the top of the head and curves over. It kind of looks like a cobra, honestly.
Oh yeah, these are the things that they pull Padme's coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're in the funeral scene. I remember them. They're kind of pretty.
And then there's the Guarlara, and that's a horse, like a really big horse with horns.
Oh,
And it's
they're weird
really
looking.
hairy. Yeah.
I don't like their weird ribs.
Yeah, no, they're like greyhound ribs. Also
Yeah, I
really
don't.
big feet.
It's like a greyhound horse, basically.
Yeah, with
I don't
really
like
big
it.
feet. Oh, there's a half Bothan.
It's when you're a Bothan, but you're not.
It's when your mother was a Bothan, but your dad was a human.
Bothan human fucking.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's just a horse, which is canon. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Ponies are canon.
Mm.
Why are ponies canon?
They were mentioned in Ultimate Star Wars.
That...
So apparently someone who was writing a guidebook was like, ponies should still be canon.
That's not a Star Cruiser. That's a horse. Horses don't fly. That's an iconic quote from Sindel Tawani from the Ewok movies.
Classic Sindel Tawani.
Homeworld, Dathomir and Endor.
No. Dathomirians ride Rancors. They don't need horses. No.
Look, they don't ride the horses. They're just kind of there.
I don't like that.
Okay. The force-sensitive witches of Dathomir possessed beautiful black horses, which they sometimes rode instead of Dathomiri Rancors.
That's so unnecessary. They have Rancors.
Horses are faster than Rancors.
I know, but why do they have to be horses? Design something that's like fun.
Okay.
Also, before we get too far from Hohas Ekwesh,
yes,
I want to read his behind the scenes really quick.
Okay.
Because it's got some good stuff.
Okay, thank you.
The illustration of Ekwesh from The New Essential Guide to Characters was adopted as a humorous mascot and by the concept artist from Revenge of the Sith, who called him Horse Pilot. He was often used as inspiration during all-night design sessions for the movie. He also had a custom-designed X-Wing that was made to look like a horse trailer.
I want to see it.
I do too. Let me see if the citation has a picture, because that'd be great.
Ooh, it's a web archive. Oof.
I don't know if we can see it. Horse Pilot. No, there's no picture.
First ever model sheet of the character. Hold on. Nope. Nothing.
Darn. That's really disappointing. I want to see the X-Wing horse trailer.
I want to see the horse trailer X-Wing.
But also, by the release of X-Wing Mercy Kill, the writer decided to retroactively kill off the character by revealing in a flashback that it had been dying of amphistaff venom, and his friend Piggy had performed a mercy kill by shooting him point blank in his horse head.
Piggy? Piggy was a...
He's
a Gamorrean.
He's a Gamorrean. That seems kind of racist.
Was there a squad, like, that was made up of species that are based on barnyard animals.
I mean, they were both in Wraith Squadron, but I don't think that was like especially barnyardy because it has Wedgie Antilles in it, and he doesn't strike me as a barnyard animal.
He's the farmer.
He's, I mean, Wedgie Antilles does become a farmer in canon, so it all really works out in funny ways.
Wedge Antilles had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
Okay, yeah, actually, it's humans, it's Hohas, there's a Bothan. I guess that could be like the goat, even though Bothans aren't really goats, but they have like fur around their face. And a Mon Calamari, so a squid. And then there's like some lady, but she has like elf ears. Were there just like elves in Legends?
Yes.
Yeah?
Apparently.
Wait, did you actually really?
I don't know. You're telling me. Apparently there are.
I mean, okay. Oh, yes, but they're ugly and they're canon.
Oh.
Elf is the name of this like little species of like they look kind of like if Crazy Frog was a pixie. They were in the comics. I actually remember seeing them. They were in Lando and Dr. Aphra.
Okay, so that's a human. That's a human. That's a human. That's Piggy.
Piggy! Also, his name is Vort Subringring. So if you could like call him his proper name instead of that,
That's his nickname.
probably
He likes
racially
it.
he shouldn't.
Okay, so that's human. That's Man Calamari. This is.
Are there even pigs in universe? Like, does that nickname? Oh yes, there
There's
are.
puffer pigs.
Well, that's puffer pigs in canon. No, okay, yeah. There's like just straight up pigs in Legends.
Listen, the Ewok movies brought a lot of real life animals to the galaxy.
These weren't in the Ewok movies.
I know, but like, ferrets were.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow,
there's a
Jeff
Deveronian.
Porkins could not catch a break. His nickname was Piggy too. Poor
I
Porkins.
imagine there's like an announcement. Can Piggy, we need Piggy up here, and there's like 100 of them going. Because anybody that's even slightly like pig-like gets the nickname Piggy.
Oh no, Piggy is still his nickname in canon.
Oh,
Porkins.
Oh,
Oh, Porkins. Jack Tono Porkins. Oh, there's a beach episode with Porkins and Biggs Darklighter. Yeah, swimsuit Porkins.
Swimsuit Porkins, you say?
Yeah, you want to see?
Yes, I want to see swimsuit Porkins.
Unfortunately, the audience at home can't see swimsuit Porkins. But if you go to Jack Porkins' Wikipedia page,
Hey,
you
all
can
you
see
gotta do
exactly.
is Google swimsuit Porkins. You'll find it. You'll find whatever you're looking for, baby.
Anyway, here's swimsuit Porkins.
That's swimsuit Porkins, all right.
Yeah, Star Wars beach episode. What is that funky species that they're talking to? He's like a weird green alien with some like blue fur, but like only on like his arms and like the lower half of his body.
I like him.
I like him too. He's funny.
Snarl Force.
What are you looking up?
Snarl Force.
What is Snarl Force?
Snarl Horse.
Snarl Horse? Oh, there it is. Snarl Force.
Yeah. The creature's very similar to Bordox that grazed in the forest moon of Endor.
Oh, they're weird looking. They're like purple, like kind of dragon horse type deals.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really call them equine.
Well, no, they're very similar to Bordox, though. Why are there so many horses on Endor?
Because Endor just can't get enough of them. Did Wicked ever fuck in Legends?
I mean, he certainly fucked in canon.
Well, yeah, because he has a son in canon.
Yeah.
Plummet. So Wicked has canonically fucked in canon.
Yeah.
Has he canonically fucked in Legends, though? is the real question. I'm scrolling all the way down.
Early childhood.
Wicket was a slave,
Oh.
apparently.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
apparently they had a lottery to be leader of the tribe for the day, and Tebow really fucked up,
Oh.
is what I'm getting out of this. Tebow was like, eh, you strange person can come in and enslave the village. That's fine.
Hey, you know what else they do on Endor?
Halloween?
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. Okay.
Oh my god. Yeah, because there's Ewoks in little ghost costumes.
For the Jedi,
Like,
the festival entailed decorating the temple with carved pumpkins and cobwebs. For
no.
the Ewoks of Endor, the festival was an annual highlight characterized by revelry, costuming, laughter, and a large feast.
These Ewoks look like they're in the fucking Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. Like,
They look really cute.
they do look really cute. I like them a lot. Although it's emphasizing that Ewoks have like weirdly human hands and feet, and I don't really like looking at it, so I'm gonna scroll down. Oh my god. Oh, the Star Wars events for that MMO that I didn't want to pay money for. Clone Wars Adventures. I actually played Clone Wars Adventures. I didn't pay any money for it, so I didn't play it well, but I was a Twi'lek.
Jedi Knights dressed in pirate gear. A purple furred Wampa, a pink Tusken Raider, and a green Zillo Beast costume were also
Yes,
available.
I remember those. I wanted those, but you had to have like a membership to get them, so I couldn't get them. But I remember those.
Protocol
I
droids
wanted
wore masks
the
and
Wampa
fake
one.
arms to appear like General Grievous.
General Grievous,
And astromech
Supreme
droids wore sheets over their
Commander,
domes to appear like
Army.
ghosts. Did you hear that? Astromech droids wore sheets over their domes to appear like ghosts.
They did. I remember that. I played this game.
I didn't. I'm just reading this.
I remember I actually like got really frightened when I was playing this game because I was talking to someone in the chat feature and I mentioned I was from New York, like nothing more like specific than that. But I like panicked because I was like, my parents told me never to tell anyone online where I live, and they're gonna know by the fact that I live in New York exactly where I live and find me. They didn't. I was fine.
I'm sure they looked, though.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. They were probably younger than me.
Pumpkins are canon.
Pumpkins are canon?
They were mentioned in Aftermath Life Debt. A pumpkin was a large orange roundish fruit with a short, thick stem protruding from the top. No further information.
That's fair. Sometimes you just don't have further information.
Anyway, we were trying to figure out if Wicket fucks.
We were trying to figure out if Wicket fucks, and now I don't remember because we were looking at Halloween instead.
But like, I think that was a really important
Tangent?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna try to see if Wicket fucks. God, there's so much Ewok TV show content on this Wikipedia page. Scrolling. Wow, Wicket's really like off model in this show. His color is like really not what he looks like in real life. Also, his hood is green instead of orange for some reason.
Oh no! In the last episode, he his green one gets ruined and he replaces it with the orange one.
Well, you know, that's what I call character growth. So.
Many years later,
oh yeah,
Wicket's
he
family
fucked
continued to thrive
Princess
on Endor.
Nissa.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't just fuck; he fucked Princess Nissa. I wonder who did he fuck her in canon? Because she's real too. I love the art for her article. It's from the Women of the Galaxy book, and it's really pretty artwork.
That's a good book. I like that one.
It's a really good book. I'm really glad I own it. Facing the Gorax. I mean, the last thing we know about her is she became the tribe's first female chief, which good for her.
And like, okay, so if we know in Legends that she married Wicket, and we know that Wicket has boned down canonically, I don't see why we can't assume that they're a thing.
Oh, that means that Wicket's like the first lady of the
Prince Consort.
Yes, the prince, the consort of So I know you also wanted to talk about, since I'm not really sure where to go from Tom and Warwick, I know you also wanted to talk about which characters have canonically been to Disneyland.
Yes, okay. So, obviously, I'm sure you all know about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars Land at Disneyland and Hollywood Studios in Florida. Um, so that's canon, which means that many characters have canonically been to Disneyland.
I mean, there's a whole comic book of characters canonically going to Disneyland, and a whole Thrawn novel about it.
Yeah. So, Hondo Onaka, Han Solo, Padme Amidala, Anakin Skywalker, Grand Admiral Thrawn, Chewbacca, Rey, Kylo Ren, Dr. Aphra, Vi Moradi, Captain Cardinal, R2D2, C3PO, DJ Rex from Star Tours, and the 000 and BT1. They've all been to Disneyland.
Every single one.
Like, yeah, sure, there's lots of other, like, Star Wars characters you can meet in, like, Tomorrowland, but Tomorrowland isn't real.
Yeah, it's not technically canon.
But Galaxy's
But
Edge is canon.
Batuu is, yeah. And they've all been, and like the best part about it is they've all been to Blackspire Outpost.
Yeah.
Like it's not like they're just going to random places on Batuu. Like Anakin has been to Oga's Cantina. I believe Thrawn has also been to Oga's Cantina.
You can visit
Padme.
Disneyland and walk in the footsteps of Lil Annie himself.
I mean, that like hidden Mickey of like blaster scorches was caused by Anakin because he started a bar fight and someone shot the wall. So nice job, Annie.
We've all started a bar fight at Disneyland. Like,
Maybe you have.
yeah, because you've never been to Disneyland.
Because it's expensive.
Yeah. It's
Maybe you
really
should join our
expensive.
Patreon and pay for us to go there. But yeah, I think Captain Cardinal. Well, actually, I guess that's spoilers for a book that's not that old. Um, Never mind. But Captain Cardinal and Vi Moretti from the Phasma novel, they've both been there. I mean, Vi you can meet there, can't you? I'm pretty
yeah.
sure Vi is like a character you can meet there.
Vi is like a real person. Like, you can go meet her. She doesn't, like, stand around for photos and autographs because she's on a mission. But, like, if you run into her...
She's got important stuff.
She's there.
Also, Ki-Adi-Mundi's lightsaber.
Yeah.
Ki-Adi-Mundi himself never made it to Batuu, but his lightsaber did.
He was on his way and he died.
He wasn't on his way. He was fighting the war.
He kept saying, as soon as this war is over, I'm going to Disneyland. I'm going to treat myself. I earned it. And then never made it.
And I mean, one of my favorite parts of all this is that, as we've talked about before, if Lucasfilm ever, or not, I guess not Lucasfilm, but like if Disney and the company ever let me write a Star Wars story, I could have Han Solo drink Coca-Cola and it would just be, that'd be canon. It would make sense. Coca-Cola's real. So is
Coke,
Sprite.
Diet Coke, Coke Zero, Sprite,
Dasani water.
Dasani, Powerade, Minute Maid. All of this is canon.
Mm-hmm. Han talks a big game about not liking Diet Coke, but secretly, like, he drinks it a lot.
I bet he drinks one every morning, to wake him up.
He does. He definitely does. I think Lando's more of a Sprite man, personally.
Yeah, I could see Lando throwing back a crisp, cool, refreshing Sprite.
C-3PO constantly tells them that, like, soda's not good for you. But, like, R2 says, fuck it, and that if a droid could drink soda, he would, just to spite C-3PO. I mean, there's plenty of Star Wars out there.
There sure is.
Can we talk about Mongo Beefhead?
Yeah, we can talk about Mongo Beefhead.
I want to talk about Mongo Beefhead because we're in a Galaxy's Edge server, and I, at one point, saw someone had posted a Wikipedia page, Mongo Beefhead, and I was like, what is that? And I guess Mongo Beefhead is a individual Oh no, it's a species. It's a species. The Mongo beefhead people who were from Tatooine. They were nearing extinction. Um, Apparently edible. Well, I mean, all organic
Well,
beings are
yeah.
edible, I guess. But Arcanian mutant Zeta Magnus was known to sometimes eat Mungo beefhead's meat. So take that as you will. And I guess they're from this like canceled action figure line that Kenner was trying to do called The Epic Continues. I guess it was supposed to be like a continuation of the Star Wars saga after Return of the Jedi, because the plot was like after Palpatine's death, Grand Moff Tarkin comes back because he survived the Death Star exploding and then just decided to chill out for a couple of years, I guess. And also, somehow, Sheev dying resulted in a genetics master, like an evil geneticist, coming back and deciding to be a villain. Um, Apparently, Kenner did a lot of work on it, designed like characters like Mongo Beefhead, and made like unique ship designs. And then Star Wars was like, no, please, this is stupid.
Like,
So
I'm looking at the article. There's some sick stuff in here.
I like the ATIC.
It's
It's
really
like an
cool. I like
AT-AT,
that.
but like with a big gun on the back. It looks cute.
A weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
You're a weapon to surpass the Metal Gear.
I think Atha Prime looks cool.
Atha Prime does look cool. He's got
I'm
those like Link to the Past Anagim vibes.
I'm digging this dude with the like two lightsabers, but they like look like regular swords.
Who's that?
Shadow Spawn.
Same. My name is also Shadow Spawn.
He's got a funky hat that looks like a hang glider.
Oh, isn't Shadow Spawn like when they were trying to like bring back some like bits and pieces from this and like make it real? So like
Um,
Shadow Spawn was their like attempt to make Atha Prime real.
um, yes. Yes, it is.
Shadow Spawn does look pretty cool. I do like his design. He's got cool swords.
Mm-hmm.
Genetics terrorist.
Wait a minute. Okay, so the Mongo Beefhead toy was created by taking the head of a Quarren, cutting off its neck, and turning it to face the front.
You know what? That'll do it.
It was combined with the torso of a Quarren, and the arms from an Ithorian, and the chest pack from Forlom.
It created a good design. I
It
like how Mongo
did.
Beefhead looks.
I love it.
Mongo Beefhead.
I'm gonna
But
make a Star
also,
Wars OC that's a Mongo Beefhead.
why?
Because I can? I have that power?
Also, I mean, now that you brought that up, now's as good a time as any to mention that our little avatars for this episode are our Star Wars OCs.
Yeah,
Um,
that's Sar Zaran,
and
Deveronian, and
what?
Sir Senna, Night Sister.
Yeah. Susanna's a Dathomirian Night Sister. She fights with a sight. Now, another character from that was Tarkin. So I think now's as good a time as any to.
Lay it on me.
You already know what I'm going to say.
I know, I want you to say it.
Tarkin. Tarkin's a gay sugar daddy in canon. Like, this is canon information,
He invites
not
hot
legend.
stormtroopers to his hot tub.
He does. Well, it's an aqua refresher unit,
Oh, sorry, an
but
aqua refresher, but he invites hot stormtroopers to it.
he does. He he bumps into a mouse droid and it shows him a hologram of this male stormtrooper, actually the one that Luke shoots on the Millennium Falcon and then impersonates during the Death Star mission. And Tarkin's like, I gotta hit that. And like has the mouse droid invite him to his office, and they fuck. And he gives the stormtrooper like career benefits and things like that. So yeah, Tarkin is a gay sugar daddy who has a hot tub. You can take that right to canon. It's in from a certain point of view of mouse droids and men. Um, it doesn't actually explicitly say Tarkin's name, but you can tell based on what the officer does and the fact that he has the pelts of creatures from Tarkin's homeworld that he hunted in his childhood. Vermox or something like that.
Jabba dresses up one of his stripper dancer girls as his mom.
Yeah, the one with like 6 boobs. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, she like is stylized to look like his mom. Jabba's got a mommy kink, but not just like mommy, like his actual mommy. Mama the Hutt.
Mom.
That's his mom.
Wait. Does the stripper girl have 23 tubes?
Her hair's tall.
23 tubes tall?
I don't think it's quite that tall. No, it's not. It's not even close to that tall. I think she's lacking in the tubes department. Actually, her look is not at all like Mama the Hutt. So I don't think Jabba did a super good job with the mommy kink lingerie, but it's fine.
So can we talk about Omi?
Omi, oh, I love Omi. So Omi, for those who are unaware, is the garbage squid from A New Hope. Her name is Omi. She's force sensitive. She has visions of the future, and when she's like pulling Luke under the water, she's like not trying to kill him or hurt him or just like attacking him like an animal. She's trying to like pull him underwater to strengthen his connection to the Force.
Wait, that's because this garbage was like full of like Vader stuff, so it had all his Force in it. Because that's what Darth and Schmartz did. He took the garbage out of there because it was full of Vader's Force energy. That's what she was doing then, right? Try to pull Wormy into Lilani's Force garbage?
You know, babe. Sure.
Okay.
That can be it.
Yeah. Explain to me, like, how else it makes sense. Because, like, I don't know, pulling someone into garbage doesn't make them more Force sensitive.
Well, I think it was supposed to be, like, the stress of being choked and drowned, but...
How is that going to make... No. This doesn't make sense.
Doesn't it?
Wait. Fuck. Okay. Omi describes the Force as it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
In the Dr. Aphra comic...
That's a typo.
It says, in a galaxy oppressed by the it.
Stop making fun of my Africomics typo.
But it's a galaxy oppressed by the it.
Oppressed by the Force?
Yes.
So you're saying that, like, the Force shouldn't be allowed to exist anymore?
From a certain point of view, yes.
Okay, let's go take out all the midichlorians. Let's get all minuscule and wage a war against the midichlorians.
I'm just saying, like, that's the only thing that makes sense, right?
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. In a galaxy oppressed by the it.
I like that the picture for the Force is like Yoda, just like eyes closed, head back.
He's feeling it.
He's really feeling it.
Okay, but like, enacting the belief of her people, Omi pulled Skywalker into the water, baptizing him after she felt that he was too in submission to it, and letting him go shortly thereafter.
So yeah, I mean, she wanted him to like be more in control of the Force, I think.
Before the Death Star's destruction, Omi would continue to develop her submission to it, being able to telepathically lift objects into the air. When her vision was fulfilled and the Death Star was destroyed, she pondered what she would be in the next life.
Yeah, garbage squids believe in reincarnation. They have a complex religion that involves reincarnation. Also, garbage squids choose their gender, and the most common one is non-binary.
That's cool.
Yeah, I remember reading that in the short story, and I was like, that is really cool. Also, because he's mentioned the behind the scenes, now I'm on Malakili's page. And um he tried to commit suicide after the Rancor died.
Oh.
Yeah. After the Rancor died, he felt that like he had no purpose and he just wanted to die. So he went to the Great Pit of Carcoon and he was either going to tame the Sarlacc or let it kill him. But he found that it had been like horribly injured by this like sail barge exploding. So
Mm.
remember that next time you're watching that scene.
Mm-hmm.
Luke personally horribly injured the innocent Sarlacc with burning wreckage. Um,
So, there are two Dianoga, um, on Black Spire Outpost. And there's the small one, by the drinking fountain, named Tiny. And then there's a juvenile one in Doc Ondar's named Toothy,
oh, that's cute.
which reminds me of the Porg names. I want to talk about Porg names. So, first of all, there's a Porg named Turbis, who you
Tervis.
shouldn't confuse with the Sith Lord Turbis, because they're not the same person.
As far as you know.
Well, no. Turbis was a Zabrak.
I mean, maybe that's how he was depicted, but maybe the Sith just didn't think depicting him as a Porg was good for their image, you know?
But yeah, the canon Porg names are Dita, Ellie, Ursi, Jord, not to be confused. Not to be confused with, there's Jord disambiguation. There is Jord, leader of the Amar, Jord Dusat, a speeder racer, Jord Kraz, a lieutenant in the Imperial Navy, and Jord Stock, a prison guard on Uvu 4. Don't be confused. I confused that Porg with Jord from the Droids cartoon. There's Matey, there's Nane, there's Puffy, there's Snappy, there's Turbis, and there's Tessely. Those are all the
Tessely's
Porgs.
a pretty name. I like
It is.
Tessely.
I like Turbis.
Aw,
Not like all of them, but like a bunch of them.
she did.
Mm.
Why does Ed Sheeran have a page?
He's canon.
Sorry, someone just like edited Ed Sheeran's page, so it came up on the recent wiki activity, and I didn't know why. Apparently, he played he played two characters in Rise of Skywalker.
Two?
Yeah, a stormtrooper and someone named Engi Golba, who's it's that guy. He's like a resistance soldier. He's got that like little face with like
Oh, he's got the little face.
the eyes on the side of his
Oh,
face.
and
He's
Gigolba,
cute.
yeah.
Yeah. He survived the Battle of Exegol. Good for him. Good
Good
for
for
Ed
him.
Sheeran, Alien. Yeah, I didn't know that he was played by Ed Sheeran. That's weird, but fun. Um, but you mentioned speeder pilots, and that reminded me of so if you were curious what Han Solo was doing, because I mean, if you think about it, like after the end of the war, like I mean, as the husband of the most prominent like politician and also like a prominent war hero, he couldn't really go back to drug smuggling. That I just feel like that wouldn't be like the best thing for his public image. Also, he's a new father and stuff. Like it just wasn't going to work out. So he had to find something to do that was, legal. So Han became Like essentially an F-Zero pilot?
Just like James McCloud.
Yeah, no, just like James McCloud. Like there's a short story called like um I think it's called Scorch. And it details how he becomes a famous speeder pilot while at the same time being the well-respected boss of a successful shipping company. He apparently who'd have known it, but he's apparently really good as a CEO type. He's apparently a well-respected and successful boss. So Han Solo, good manager, good supervisor,
Great F-Zero pilot.
great F-Zero pilot. I can only hope that Nintendo's next F-Zero game includes Han Solo. Although that's a funny joke. There's not going to be a next F-Zero game. Although there could be an F-Zero episode, now that I mention it.
I mean, it could happen.
F-Zero has a giraffe that's a pilot. Like, I think that's something to go with. We'll have to design F-Zero Sonus.
Um,
Oh yeah, Gracchus the Hutt. He's
that's
like
what I was just gonna say. Yeah. I was just about to talk about Gracchus.
So we both, I mean, drift compatible. We were both like, let's talk about Gracchus.
So, Gracchus was a male Hutt who was more physically active than the average Hutt. Aside from his much more muscular frame, he had a set of cybernetic legs to move in a more agile fashion.
There's like a picture of like Gracchus, and he's saying you came to the wrong moon, and his like ridiculously like himbo level muscles arm is about to like it's got like a nice lens flare behind it. It's about to just absolutely punch Twink Luke in the face. And honestly, from the look at it, he's gonna kill him in one punch.
This is how a wormy dies.
By the fist of a super fucking ripped Hutt. He's also got like a necklace of lightsabers. That's like pretty weird and cool.
Gracchus isn't your ordinary Hutt. I mean, just look at him. He could pull the horns off a reek with his bare hands.
He sure could.
The most dangerous thing in Gracchus's arena isn't some savage beast or mindless monster. It's Gracchus.
I like this picture of him like arrested. There's just like maybe 10 stormtroopers escorting him.
Well, yeah, even with his hands cuffed, he could kill one with just a swipe of his arm.
I mean, yeah, he's a deadly weapon. He like lets himself go in prison though. He's not ripped anymore by the time of the Resistance.
Well, what are you gonna do?
What? He does have a whole gang of mecha lag Hutts though.
Yeah, but like by 34 ABY, his skin has become so dry that he needs regular moisture baths to keep his skin moist and healthy.
Oh jeez, he really did let himself go.
He couldn't even produce his own mucus anymore.
Ew. Gracchus. So it's like a prison city, right? Like it was like an Arkham City type thing.
Yeah?
Yes, it was. It was like a privately run prison located on the planet Megalox Beta. Yeah, it was an Arkham City style prison city that was surrounded by a force field, and if you went outside the force field, the gravity of the planet would kill you instantly.
What about real life foods that are canon?
Some food contained bones.
Pancakes are real. Brownies are real. Candy is real. Churros are real.
Churros?
At the Star Tours terminal of Spaceport THX 1138, droid security agent G24T mistook a passenger's churro for a lightsaber and asked that it be put away.
Yeah?
Yeah. Crumpets are real.
That's so funny.
Okay, hold on. Crumps TM, Crunchy Wog Cluster. Crumps is a trademarked term. Crumps brand Crunchy Wog Clusters. They were produced by Crumps via slave labor.
Yeah?
Yeah. They were consumed by Lurdo.
They're produced by Crumps via slave labor.
Yeah.
Crumps. All we know about Crumps is it's the company that produces Crumps TM Crunchy Wog clusters.
What did they even appear in?
Oh, Lurdo, look at this
I
man.
love Lurdo. And I
He's
acquired a
got,
bit of Ewokian vocabulary, including the name Lurdo. I suspect it means one who is infinitely wise and respected, because that's what they called me.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's Ewok for himbo, based on the look of him.
Um,
Look at this man. Oh, he's awful.
Min felt a kinship with the enslaved Wookiees, likening their cultural trauma to his student years. Okay,
He
hold
set
on.
his sights on.
Um, Lurdo is Ewokies for loser. Lurdo attended the most prestigious university in 7 solar systems, which is what the article is called. Most prestigious university in 7 solar systems.
I mean, if that's the name of it.
It was attended by the human known as Lurdo.
He shaved Ewoks. He grew his hair out, hoping to evoke Wookiee spirit. He just like is the worst.
He found the experience of being in university for 12 years akin to slave labor.
He greatly offended the Wookiees on ethical, religious, and societal levels, but personally believed he was being welcomed into their way of life. Um, so yeah, he basically is just like this horrible like cultural appropriation man.
He went spelunking on Tatooine, went fishing on Dagobah, and used a toboggan on Hoth. What's a
Um,
recreational listening device? Is that like an
he ate
iPod?
he ate Gundark shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ewoks gave him a bag of Gundark shit that he thought was candy, and he ate it. He ate it. He consumed it with relish and mused on his accomplishments.
He attempted to cover the Ewok's shame with underpants.
Yeah, he also shaved the Ewoks.
What is this man from?
I don't know. I was just scrolling down to see. Oh, some kind of what they called me. I think it's like a short comic or something about him specifically.
Okay, Star Wars Tales 5. Okay. That was okay, it was a comic from 2000. Okay.
He supposed that he would be given a Wookiee wife. He accepted the concept, but only if the wife were trimmed slightly. Instead of that, the Wookiee wanted him to leave because the presence hugely offended him.
I like to stick with safe name brand food. Like Crump's Crunchy Wog clusters.
I mean, he sure didn't do that with the Gundark shit, but like,
The Wookiee protested, claiming that not only was it an insult to his family's grave if he were to turn down food he was offered, but that Crump's TM products were produced by child labor.
he's horrible.
He's such a bad man.
This is like possibly the most racist man in Legends.
We found the worst Star Wars character.
He really is. Lurdo. He might also be the most racist character, and he might just be the most racist Star Wars character. He's awful.
I hate him so much.
Lurdo. I think
Lurdo was
that's a
also.
good note.
Yeah, I think that's a good note to end on. We're not going to get much
Yeah,
better.
I was gonna say, I think Lurdo is like, we hit like the farthest we can go into this, and we found the most ridiculous thing we could possibly find. Like, we found a lot of ridiculous things today, but I think Lurdo, I mean, this was a new thing for me, and it was a new thing for you too. So
Yeah,
I think we
so
made a good discovery here.
this was a fun time. I'm really glad we did this.
Yeah, I thought it was a good first episode. I had a lot of fun.
So, to everyone listening back home, did you learn anything? If there's anything you feel like we overlooked in our exploration of Star Wars lore, please let us know, because I'm never done learning about weird Star Wars lore.
It's true. It's one of her favorite things.
If you like this episode, you can subscribe. We'll be posting this on YouTube and elsewhere as well. Check out some of our other content. Check out, there's going to be links below to all of our social media and our Discord server. And
Follow me on Twitter.
yeah, follow her on Twitter.
I make really bad tweets, but like most of them about Star Wars. So if you liked this episode, you'll probably like that. And all of them are about things we're going to do episodes on. So
we
you'll see
have
something.
a lot of episodes lined up. Not quite sure what we're going to do next week yet, but it'll be good, I promise. So, this is Sarah Zarin.
And this is Nissa.
Good night, everybody.
Night.